Today we are working on the black 300ZX. It had a fuel issue, ended up being actually a bad injector. One bad injector out of the 6, which sucks. Found that out on the dyno, which is the worst place to break, because they charge you hourly, whether you're spinning the rollers or not. So to fix that, we're doing the basic stuff. We're just gonna take the manifold off, and he's bringing injectors and rails and stuff later, and we'll deal with that. Having never removed the intake manifold or done a fuel job on a ZX before, I'm being extra cautious, so I got everything labeled, you know. The crazy thing about it is you can be as confident as you want to be, but in reality, if you've never done it before, you're a lot more cautious than you otherwise would be. For example, if I wanted to take apart this car, I wouldn't need to label anything at all. But when I first started, I did. Every single thing had a label on, everything had a bag, everything was put in a tray or something like that, or pictures, all sorts of weird stuff, you know what I mean? But then over time, your experience level gains, and then you don't need to do that anymore. So I figured the same thing is going to happen here. It's all nuts and bolts. I'm not concerned about anything. And there's always the manual, which of course I do review before I do any of these jobs, just to make sure that there's no sort of special quirk or something crazy that I should be paying attention to. So yeah, pretty simple job with this so far. Just fuel rail swap and injectors and all that sort of stuff. But he also brought me something else, something super cool. I'm excited to make a video on this. Boom, suspension. So he got the Flex Z's, Teen Flex Z's for his car. Currently right now, he's using, I'm guessing they're eBay coilovers, but he doesn't like to ride on them at all. Said super bouncy, super crap, super not good. He says you can actually see his head hit the top of the ceiling or the roof on his car, and that's not cool at all. You shouldn't be driving around a car like that. So the Flex Z's are actually what's on the red FD. They're pretty good. I mean, just for a normal daily driver, it's not, I don't want to say they're not bad. They're great, actually. They're amazing. I mean, if I was out there tossing the car around corners and drifting and sliding and stuff, I'm sure there would probably be some shortcomings. But for just normal driving, it's not that big of a deal. So he's really gonna like those a lot. Real simple. Got the super dope air freshener. Yeah, pretty clean interior, of course, with the top there and the outside and everything. So as you can see, his fitment is pretty intense. So the plan was he's going to get the car painted later this year at some point. So it's going to be a over fender type of situation. Of course, the options are to play with spacers or, you know, roll fenders and do all that kind of crazy stuff. But we're not going to do that. Oh, check this guy out. Dude, it's a toad. Oh, it's gone. So yeah, it's going to be an over fender type situation with this car to get these wheels to fit right. He just got these wheels. They're basically they are brand new wheels, and he bought them before the car actually started running. So, you know, he hasn't got a chance to actually do anything with them, and it'd be kind of sad to have to purchase brand new wheels after you just bought brand new wheels. So instead of doing that, we're gonna make them work. So that's just a brief overview of the car, just so you know what's to come. Something to get excited for, I would hope. But I'm gonna keep working on this, getting this manifold out, and I'll just keep adding to the video as I remove things. So I don't have the injectors and the rails with me right now, so all I'm gonna do is get it all apart, and then that'll be that, and I'll stop there. But this will be episode 1 of the build series. We'll call it a build series for the Black Z. And there it is. It wasn't too bad. It took about an hour, maybe a little bit more, to to get all of it off. It's not bad. It's just a whole lot of things and stuff attached to it. It's not bad. I don't really know how to word it, but, and this was a non-EGR 300ZX, so I mean I can only imagine what it's like with all that EGR stuff on there, because apparently it's a whole bunch of stuff. Not that I've ever seen one before, but yeah. So yeah, like I said, you know, injectors and a rail is what's going to get swapped right now. While I was in here, there's a lot of stuff in here that also needs attention. Whoever put this together kind of just sent it. For example, stuff like this is somewhat acceptable, but not really, you know. And then this wire harness, a lot like how the FD is, this wire harness is extremely brittle. I would imagine it gets very hot in here. This engine bay is very small, but the harness is extremely brittle. As I was taking it off, I found a bunch of broken wires in there already. So stuff like this is, you know, you can't really account for that, you know. A fuel upgrade is now turned into a wiring job as well, so that kind of sucks. But that's the nature of it, you know. That's how these things go. But check out the manifold. Look at this. It's off, and just looking in the runners, it's kind of dirty. It's on E85, so it's got I would imagine a little more muck in here than it should be. The camera isn't going to pick it up, but there is a lot of stuff on the inside there that is just kind of like gunk, which I'm guessing is from the E85 mixing with probably oil and stuff. So it looks pretty nasty. But all that will be addressed. It's all going to go back together better than it came apart. Much better than it came apart. So, alright, so the manifold is off. The fuel rail is out. And everything is all cleaned up and tightened up until parts come in. So this is where we'll leave it for now. And once we get some more parts, we'll take care of it. So this is how I'm leaving it. Coil packs and spark plug holes, a bag and some rags, and the intake manifold ports. The injector holes are plugged off. These got rags in them. Got a thing on there. So pretty simple stuff. Just waiting on parts now. So I'm gonna get his. So since he's bringing new injectors and a new rail, I'm not gonna bother doing anything with what he has here. But his intake manifold does need to be cleaned up. On the inside of it, I don't know if it's because of the E85, because he has excessive blow-by, or what the issue is, but on the inside of it, I can't get it on camera to show you, but it's got a lot of muck in it. It's I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of oily, and then it's got like clumps of like what look to be clumps of oil. I don't know, old oil and just garbage and stuff. There's just a bunch of stuff in it. So I'm just gonna run some brake cleaner and stuff, whatever, through there and clean that up and get that looking better, because that's not cool to have that going on in there. So this is episode 1 of his build series. Pretty basic so far. This is the first thing I've done to the car with him as my customer. I didn't explain the situation on how this shop was acquired in the past, but that's for another day. So we're getting all set up with me and with Full Detail Automotive and getting everything squared away. This car will be proper when it's done. So if there is a finale to this build series, which realistically no build is ever actually finished, but the finale of the build series will go over what the car looks like then in the future, however far in the future that is, comparatively to what it is now. And it'll be a complete transformation, just like every other car that's going to end up here, such as the Supra and this purple Z here. Especially this purple Z here. This Integra. Maybe not so much the FDs, but a little bit. And this guy right here. those are the cars to really look forward to, because I'm excited for all of those. Especially excited for the Purple Z, especially excited for the Supra. I'm just excited. Don't even, oh my gosh, dude, I can't even explain it to you. So, but yeah, episode 1. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if, I don't know, if you're interested in DX stuff or this build series or whatever. If you, I don't know. If you hate me and you just want to see me be awkward and weird on camera, definitely subscribe for that, because there's a lot more of that coming. Jeez, there's a lot more of that coming. So, thanks. See you guys next time.